Hi, I'm Meryl from Meryl's Magic Math, and you might be asking yourself, can online algebra tutoring be effective for me? So today I want to run through a quick example and show you how I do online algebra tutoring, and if it increases your understanding in Slope, which is the example I'm going to run through, or if it kind of helps draw in a bigger picture understanding, then I think your answer would be yes, algebra tutoring could be effective using online resources instead of in person. So what I want to talk about today is slope, and I'm going to look at it from 4 different viewpoints, and that's kind of how I approach every problem in algebra tutoring. So the first thing, I'm going to start in the bottom right corner written. So what is slope? Well, I'm going to show you kind of some of the tools for online tutoring that is awesome with this bit paper. So slope is really another word for rate of change. So I'll put that down here. What else might it be? And I can also write on the board, it might be the steepness of a line. So rate of change, steepness of a line, lots of different ways to think about slope. So with the steepness of a line, I'm going to jump up to graphically. And the benefit of online tutoring compared to in person, I can kind of just Google graph of a line. And I can kind of choose any of these. I'll go with this one. I can copy this image and paste it directly in here. Instead of having to kind of create my own drawing on the student's piece of paper and asking them to find slope from here, it's a great tool to use here. So graphically, I want to figure out how steep this line is. So you might recall that slope is usually referred to as m. And the way to find slope is rise over run. So what you want to do is choose 2 points on the graph. And you want to go through the exact corner of the little box. So you can kind of see here at 0, 4 it goes through the corner. But if you look at 1, it's kind of right in between. So I don't want to choose that one. Maybe I'll go up here to 2, 8. So in between these 2 points, I want to figure out how much I'm rising. So rising is up. So I'm kind of going up right here. So that would be up. And notice this graph actually goes by 2s. So from 4, here's up 2 to 6, up 2 more to 8. So that would be up 4, positive 4. And then I want to see how many do I run. So running is this horizontal distance to the right. And right is positive. You can kind of see we started out here at 0 and went over to 2. So that would be 2 here as the run. If you simplify 4 over 2, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So steepness of that line is 2. We could also represent this numerically with a table. Maybe you've been asked to figure out what the slope is if you're given a table instead of a graph. I can create a table here. Let's see, let's just start at 4 and then maybe 1. So here I'm thinking, so the last problem with the graphically, I was thinking back to this steepness of a line. In numerically with the table, I'm looking more at the rate of change. So what is my change in y over my change in x? The little triangle's delta, its Greek symbol, means change in. So this is how we find slope on a table. So my y's how do I get from 4 to 1? Well, I'm going backwards. I'm actually subtracting 3. And then 1 to negative 2, also subtracting 3. And this should be the same thing every time. And you can notice, again, I'm subtracting 3, so that would be my y. Then my change in x, going from 0 to 1, 1, 1 to 2, add 1. So I keep adding 1 here. Negative 3 divided by negative 3. So that'll be the slope for this table. You might also be in an equation of a line. So maybe something like y equals x minus 3. Put that over here. And in order to find the slope, if you're given an equation, you really have to know slope-intercept form. And slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So what we're trying to find in all of these is our slope, is our m value. And m is the number right there for x. So what I'm looking for is a number here in front of x for my slope. I don't see one. There's not either or 3 or negative 1 or anything. So you have to think of what number is implied to be there if it's not written. And sometimes you might be thinking, okay, is it 0? Is it 1? And well, think about it. So if it's 0, then 0 times x. So it can't be that. This is going to be a 1 because 1 times anything will be that thing. So m would equal 1 in this case. So again, if this kind of helped your understanding of slope, if it kind of brought all of these different ideas, different forms that slope can be asked about, if it helped, then I think the answer to the original question, can online tutoring be effective for you, would be yes. Obviously, in online tutoring, you can ask more questions, we can have more interaction, we can work through problems that you suggest, or if you needed more problems with tables, through that. If you want some more information about online algebra tutoring, go ahead to my website, merylsmagicmath.com. If you're ready to start online tutoring, fill out the new student form. I give a free 30-minute consultation just to be sure that online tutoring is effective for you.